Now in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can set up a neutral grid trading bot on the Binance mobile app in order to profit more from ranging markets. If that's what you're here for, then stay glued to your screen. Let's go. Hey Babylonians, welcome to the Babylon Trader channel. This channel bases on the principles of wealth gotten from the book The Richest Man in Babylon. So in this channel, no, we do not focus on trading to the moon. No, I focus on bringing you the safest and least risky trading strategies out there. Cause trust me, those little wins, they tend to add up really fast. Now before we start, do note that I am not a financial advisor. I am in no way, shape or form qualified to give out financial advice. This video is simply made for educational and entertainment purposes. All principles in my videos are simply principles I apply to my trades. Now with that out of the way, let's get into the hot stuff. The first thing you'd have to do is log into your Binance account. If you don't have a Binance account, then you'd need one, obviously. So kindly make use of the link down in the description box below to get 10% off your trading fees. After you've logged into your Binance account, you'll be taken to the Binance homepage. To access the grid trading platform, tap on the strategy trading icon. Now you can set up three types of grid bots: the neutral, the long, and the short bots. As you can read, the neutral bot is ideal for ranging markets, while the long bot is ideal for uptrending markets and the short bot for downtrending markets. For this video, I'm going to be setting up a neutral grid bot, so I'm going to select neutral. Then select the trading pair. Now remember that this should only be set up in a ranging market. It should not be set up in a trending market, as that's a recipe for disaster, trust me. Next is selecting your margin mode and your leverage size. For the margin mode, you can choose between the cross margin and the isolated margin. Cross makes use of your entire futures capital to offset any losses and keep your trade running should the loss exceed your position size. However, that means that you put more funds at risk than you initially intended to. The isolated margin limits your losses only to your bet size. That is the amount of funds you allocated specifically to the bot, meaning the rest of your funds are safe and can't be tampered with. So we're going to be selecting the isolated margin. Next is the leverage. Leverage is basically a multiplier for your funds. So if you were to set your leverage at maybe 2x, it essentially multiplies your profits by 2. But at the same time multiplies your losses by 2. So be extremely careful when using leverage. I actually don't recommend making use of leverage whatsoever, because that's a sure way to get your account blown. So I'm going to be setting my leverage to 1x, which is basically no leverage at all. Next is choosing between the arithmetic and geometric progression. Arithmetic spaces your grids evenly, so your profits or losses would be the same percentage and amount per grid. This is recommended for ranging and sideways markets. The geometric spaces your grids based on a certain multiplier, so the next grid is spaced farther than the previous, and this is recommended for trending markets to enable you lock in more profits as the market moves in your favor. However, since we are setting up within a range, I'm going to select the arithmetic. Now next is your upper and lower limits. This is essentially the price range you'd like your grid bot to trade within. For this, you should already have a range in mind. However, if you don't, then tap on the candlestick icon beside the current price of the trading pair and you'll be taken to the chart. Now I'm going to be making use of the 4-hour chart. Now the neutral bot is basically going to be shorting while the market is going up and longing while the market is going down. So you basically want to set your lower limit at an area of strong support, which identifies as resistance for a short position and support for a long position. If the market is currently ranging, then it's recommended to set the upper limit at an area of resistance for long, which serves as support for a short position. So select the upper and lower limit price from your chart, then return to the setup box and input your figures. Next is the number of grids you like to have within the trading range. Note that the higher the number of grids, the greater the funds you'd need to deploy the bot. I typically go between 10 to 20 grids when my trading range is narrow and I have limited funds to work with. Next is allocating the amount of funds you'd like to use. As I said before, you can't allocate funds less than the required amount needed by the bots. So if your funds is lower than the required amount, you'd have to readjust some settings, including your grid quantity and maybe your upper and lower price limits. Once that is done and your funds have been allocated, you could either start the bot as is or move to the advanced configuration. Here you can set up a trigger price as well as a stop loss and take profit price. The trigger price is an order for your bot to start only when the specified price point has been reached. So if the current price is above the trigger price, the bot would only execute when the current price of the asset comes to the trigger price. So in this case, if the current price was in an area of support or resistance and you were expecting a rejection in the market, you could set up a neutral bot and set your trigger price at a level above the current support, meaning that if the current price were to obey that support level or reject the resistance level, then your neutral bot would be executed. However, if you wish to execute your bot at the current price, then the trigger price isn't needed. Next is the stop loss bottom price. This should be set at a price below the lower limit price, while the top should be set above the upper limit price. And with that being set up, you can now choose for the bot to cancel all open orders on stop. This option would cancel all open limit orders set up by the grid, but still keep your current position open. However, you can also select the close position on stop to close your entire position when the stop loss or take profit target is reached. Now with that being set up, all that's left is to start the bot, so hit on create. Then look over all your settings to ensure everything was well set, then tap on the confirm button. And with that, your bot is live. So you can tap on the running bots tab to take a look at all your currently running bots and their performance so far. And with that, we have successfully set up a Binance neutral grid bot on the Binance mobile app. If you'd like to see how this is set up on the desktop site, then watch this video on the top right corner to see how you can do that. And also kindly hit the like button if you found this video enlightening, and subscribe to this channel, and also hit the bell icon to get notified when I drop new videos. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. See you in Babylon.